Imagine you're at the departure gate, seconds from boarding your flight to Tokyo. Your vacation is planned to the very minute. Your hand is over your passport, and the gate agent gives you a look of pure apology. I'm sorry, they say. We can't let you on this flight. This isn't a hypothetical nightmare. It's the reality that hit more than 400 travelers this month alone. They were turned away at the departure gate, watching their dream trip collapse, all because they missed one simple 60-second step in Japan's new entry process. Japan's travel rules for 2025 are no longer suggestions. They're digital tripwires. And if you don't know what they are, you could lose thousands of dollars, waste precious vacation days, or have your entire trip canceled before it even begins. If you want to make sure that you're not stranded at your departure gate on your trip to Tokyo or anywhere in Japan, then stay with me for the 10 rules that you absolutely cannot ignore. And number 10 is going to surprise you. I've been navigating Japan's ins and outs since the days of flip phones and paper maps. And honestly, I've never seen changes roll out this fast or with such serious implications. Japan is tightening its screws, not to be unwelcoming, of course not, but to manage the sheer volume of visitors. We're talking about a country bracing for over 40 million tourists. Today, I'm breaking down exactly what's different for 2025, what still trips people up, and the quick, easy fixes that will keep your entry smooth, your wallet intact, and your vacation absolutely unforgettable. Consider this your essential pre-trip briefing from yours truly. Now let's dive right into this masterclass. Rule number 1, visit Japan web is not optional, and beware of the fake ones. So we're going to kick these things off with the absolute non-negotiable. Ditch that old paper landing card fantasy. For 2025, every single foreign visitor, and I mean everyone, has to pre-register on the government's official Visit Japan website. This isn't just a suggestion, it's the digital gatekeeper to your Japanese adventure. You will upload your passport data, complete your customs declaration, and yes, even submit a selfie for their facial recognition gates. It's all designed to streamline your arrival, which is a crucial step as Japan manages its booming tourist numbers in millions. Here's the deal. If you fill out that form on the plane, you might be in the line for 5 minutes at immigration. If you skip it entirely, you'll be routed to a manual desk, which, let me tell you, was running 2-hour backlog this past summer. Think about that. 2 hours of your precious vacation time wasted, gone, just like that. I had a buddy who watched his Narita connection literally vanish because he thought, oh, I'll just fill it out later. Here's a spoiler alert. Later never came, and neither did his connection. And while we are on the topic of Visit Japan web, let's tackle a critical scam that's trapping unsuspecting travelers, and that's the fake Japan ESTA sites. Type Japan ESTA into Google now, and you'll often see the top ads for copycat sites charging triple the price, sometimes even quadruple the actual cost of the legitimate Visit Japan web service. Here's the golden rule. The official government portal, which is Visit Japan web, is completely free to use. Anything asking you for $99, $129, or any other fee for an ESTA or visa processing for standard tourist entry is a scam. So make sure you look out for them. These sites are clever. They look official, but they're just middlemen at best, or outright fraudsters at worst, who will take your money and often provide no valid service. Always, and I mean always, triple check that the URL you're on ends with go.jp. before you input any personal information or payment details. Don't pay a middleman fee for something that's free and easily accessible directly from the source. I can't say that enough. This one mistake could cost you hundreds of dollars and a whole lot of stress. Rule number 2, power banks belong at your feet, not overhead. From July 2025, a few months ago, Japanese airline carriers are taking a zero tolerance approach to loose lithium batteries, and that includes your trusty power banks. They're treating them like mini unpredictable bombs. I'm not kidding, and for good reason. Lithium ion batteries can overheat and cause fires, a serious safety concern in a pressured aircraft cabin. If a mobile battery is spotted in an overhead bin or any other non-approved location, the cabin crew will remove it before pushback. This isn't a polite request, it's a firm safety protocol. Worst case scenario, they might even offload your entire bag to retrieve the offending item, and you fly without it. Imagine landing in Tokyo, ready for adventure, only to discover your luggage is still sitting back at your departure gate at the airport. To avoid this headache, it's simple. Keep your single power bank and any other spare lithium batteries in the seat pocket in front of you, or safely tucked away in your personal item right under your seat. Gate agents report that forgetful passengers still slow down departures daily because of this. Don't be that person. Japan's safety-first culture means these rules are enforced without exception. It's a small adjustment that makes a big difference for everyone's peace of mind and on-time departure as well. Rule number 3, 1 million yen cash limit. Declare it or lose it. Japan welcomes your yen, but there's a strict declaration threshold that you absolutely cannot ignore. You can bring all the yen you like, but if you're carrying anything over 1 million yen or its equivalent in gold, crypto chips, bearer bonds, high-value precious metals, or even traveler's checks, you must declare it to customs. This rule isn't about preventing you from bringing your money. It's about combating money laundering, tax evasion, and illicit financial flows, protecting Japan's financial integrity. That's what that's all about. Customs now routinely runs highly trained sniffer dogs past baggage carousels, specifically trained to detect large sums of money. And believe me, these dogs are good. The penalty for an honest but costly "I forgot" is severe. Instant seizure of the undeclared amount plus a hefty fine that can go up to 500,000 yen. Don't try to be clever by splitting the cash with your travel partner either to stay under the limit. Customs treat it as one household shipment, so you still need to declare the total honestly on the declaration screen. It's a quick process that saves you immense trouble and financial loss. So be wary of that. Rule number 4, counterfeit inspections are real. Leave anything fake at home. That Goyard tout bag that you snagged online for a suspiciously low price might score you some fashion points back home. But if Japanese customs decide that it's fake, you must prepare for a harsh reality check. Japan has an extremely strong stance on intellectual property rights and brand protection. They don't issue warnings. They confiscate and destroy counterfeit goods on the spot, often while you watch. It's a very public, embarrassing, and very final shredding of your questionable merch. This isn't just about luxury brands. It applies to any item where the intellectual property is infringed, from knockoff electronics to fake branded clothing. Yeah, the embarrassment alone is enough to deter most people, but the financial loss is real. So if you're buying questionable merchandise, Do it at home, not at the airport, and definitely don't even think about trying to give it to your Airbnb host as a gift. You could inadvertently get them into trouble as well. Japan values authenticity, and its custom officials are vigilant about this. Rule number 5, travel insurance, the soft requirement with hard consequences. Here's one that is not legally mandatory yet, but trust me, it might as well be. Travel insurance is rapidly becoming a soft requirement for entry into Japan. And if you ignore it, it could leave you in a world of financial pain. Why the shift? Japan has been grappling with a rising number of foreign tourists who incur substantial medical bills in the country and either can't or won't pay them. Hospitals, particularly in major cities, are becoming increasingly wary about this. From 2025, several Tokyo hospitals are taking proactive steps, asking hotels to confirm guest insurance coverage before they check in. If you don't prove coverage, hospitals can and often will refuse non-emergency treatment. Even for emergencies, while they won't turn you away from life-saving care, you'll be on the hook for astronomical bills that can quickly soar into the tens of thousands of dollars. Remember, most U.S. health insurance plans and many other national health systems are generally not accepted in Japan or other countries. You'll be paying out of pocket upfront or facing a mountain of debt. So here's my firm recommendation. Buy a robust travel insurance policy. I have a link in the description. Make sure that it includes at least 50,000 US dollars in medical coverage and 100,000 US dollars for emergency medical evacuation. This covers everything from doctor's visits and prescriptions to hospital stays, surgeries, and even getting you home if you're too ill to fly commercially. Look for policies that offer direct payment to us hospitals or cashless treatment services to avoid paying huge sums out of your pocket. And here's a crucial tip. Print your certificate of insurance. Immigration officers have started asking to see physical proof, especially if something in your story or demeanor raises a red flag. Don't let a medical emergency turn your dream trip into a financial nightmare. Okay? Make sure of that now. All right, let's continue. I hope you're appreciating these gems that I'm dropping. If so, you're going to love the digital travel bundle that I created just for you. It's called the Digital Travel Survival Bundle Every Jet Setter needs in 2025 and beyond. In the bundle, you will find new airport rules, border crackdowns, banned items, last-minute visa changes, and don't even get me started on delayed flights, lost luggage, or the hotel that looked nothing like the photos online. And so much more is in that bundle. If you want to be well prepared and have a smooth experience, you don't want to travel without that bundle ever again. Grab it from the first link in the description. You'll be glad that you did. Now let's continue to rule number 6. No reservation, no entry zones. Plan ahead. Okay, spontaneity is great, but traveling to Japan in 2025, it can be a recipe for disappointment, especially when it comes to popular attractions. Forget just showing up and hoping for the best. Many of Japan's most sought after experiences, from iconic ramen shops and the mesmerizing Teen Lab exhibitions to the Ghibli Museum, specific templates during peak seasons, and even certain popular hiking trails now operate on a strict reservation-only basis. You can't just pop up or drive by. These measures are in place for good reason. Crowd control, preserving delicate culture and natural sites, and ensuring a high-quality experience for everyone. If you show up without a QR code or a confirmed booking and staff while they are always polite, will firmly turn you away. There's no arguing, no last minute begging. The answer will be a kind but definitive no. Same day walk ins are basically extinct for headline attractions. Japanese culture places a high value on order, structure, and planning. And this is a direct reflection of that. So book before you fly. Check official websites, use dedicated apps, and be aware of booking windows. Sometimes tickets go on sale months in advance and they sell out in minutes. Do your homework and you will glide right in. Rule number 7, outdoor drinking bans in Shibuya. Respect local places. That's what I'm going to talk about next. The romantic image of cherry blossom street parties with friends enjoying drinks outdoors. It's a classic. I know that. But in Tokyo's bustling Shibuya ward, that image is now officially restricted. Due to increasing issues with public nuisance, litter, overcrowding, and noise complaints from local residents, Shibuya has implemented nighttime outdoor drinking bans, especially for groups larger than 10 people. This isn't about being a killjoy. It's about respecting the local environment and residents who call these vibrant areas their home. Police are actively enforcing this as we speak, handing out swift 50,000 yen fines, that's roughly about $330 US, and asking groups to disperse. It's a clear message. Save the group revelry for the cozy confines of an Isigiaka, I can never pronounce this word, at a restaurant table, not the bustling Shibuya crossing or a park bench. This rule underscores a broader cultural expectation in Japan. Public spaces are to be respected and kept clean and orderly. Rule number 8, the bullet train luggage tags. Measure and reserve. Japan's bullet trains are renowned for their efficiency, speed, and comfort. But for 2025, they're policing oversized bags stricter than ever before. If your luggage exceeds 160 centimeters or 5 feet 3 inches in total dimensions, that's length, width, and height, it's considered oversized, and you must make a free luggage reservation. This isn't just about preventing inconvenience. It's about ensuring safety and comfort for all passengers in the limited storage spaces that the train has. If you forget to tag your bag online when you book your train ticket or neglect to make the reservation at the station before boarding, you're going to face a 1,000 yen onboard fee. More importantly, you likely receive a very public, very polite, but undeniably firm scolding from the train conductor. A situation that, in Japan, can feel far more uncomfortable than the actual fine. To avoid this entirely, measure your bags at home or your hotel. If they're oversized, reserve a seat with luggage space when you buy your train ticket. It's a simple click, and it means that you'll glide onto the train unnoticed, enjoying your journey without any unnecessary drama. For truly massive luggage, consider using Japan's excellent luggage delivery services like Yamato Transport to send your bags ahead of you to your next hotel. Rule number 9, knife self-defense equal criminal defense. Check your blades. Let me explain. This one is crucial and often misunderstood by foreign visitors. Japan has extremely strict laws regarding weapons, and what you might consider a harmless multi-tool or even a souvenir kitchen knife can land you in serious trouble. Keychain blades, credit card knives, and even those beautiful razor-sharp souvenir kitchen knives must go in your checked luggage. No exceptions. Security personnel are incredibly vigilant, and if they find any blade in your carry-on that they deem a potential weapon or harm to anyone, you'll be flagged for attempted import of a weapon. This isn't a minor infraction. It's a serious criminal charge that can earn you a night or more in detention, a formal police investigation, potential deportation, and a lifetime entry note that could bar you from Japan permanently. It's that serious. It's simply not worth the risk, right? If you buy a beautiful Japanese knife as a souvenir, either have the shop ship it directly to your hotel or to your home, or carefully pack it in your checked luggage, ensuring it's well protected and declared if necessary. When in doubt, mail it home. That's what I say. Rule number 10, and this is the one I was talking about. Your passport is more important than you think. Foreign tourists visiting Japan must possess a valid passport, which must be carried with them at all times during their visit. Failure to carry your passport around with you can result in a fine. Upon entry, travelers would undergo a screening process that includes biometrics, their passport, and potentially an interview. Also, your passport must be valid for the entire duration of your stay. While a 6-month validity is not a general requirement, it's recommended by some airlines that you do that. If these 10 rules have already saved you a headache, a fine, or a major travel bundle, then you know the value we're bringing here. I'm sure you already realize that. So hit that subscribe button right now and the notification bell as well, because next week I'm dropping my next video, how I flew to Tokyo for $180 using these secret tricks. You don't want to miss that video. Look, Japan hasn't suddenly become unfriendly, or unwelcoming either. Quite the opposite. In fact, it's simply tightening the screws, refining its systems, setting rules, and setting clear boundaries so that the projected 40 million tourists don't inadvertently trample the tatami, T-A-T-A-M-I, pronunciation, strain its infrastructure, or disrespect its beautiful culture. These aren't arbitrary rules. They're essential guidelines for responsible tourism in a country that's gracefully managing its immense popularity. So here's your final checklist for a smooth 2025 trip. Knock out that Visit Japan web registration tonight. Stash every single power bank in your seat pocket. Declare your cash honestly and leave those questionable counterfeit goods at home. Do these things and you'll waltz past the poor souls who are learning these lessons the hard way. And you aren't. Got questions about a specific rule or perhaps a personal story about a rule that burnt you? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and I'm always happy to settle the "is this actually enforced" debate. Don't forget to pick up that digital travel bundle I mentioned before. You will thank me later. Now, safe travels, pack light, and I'll see you in the next video. Just make sure that your luggage tag is showing when you land. Thanks for watching.